Horakyoshi asks, opinions on Fairy Tail. A series I really need to get back to, but from what I've seen with Ronnie, it's a really good series. It's got great humor, lovable characters, a lively world. Why haven't I gone back to see the rest of the series? Ronnie! I need to watch Fairy Tail! Can you do a commentary on Phoenix Shatter's response to Filthy Frank's Weeaboos video? I'll have to look at it before considering it for a commentary. Hyperbeam Evie asks, thoughts on the Deadpool movie? I fucking love it! It was everything I hoped for and more. Deadpool being hilarious in everything he does, fourth wall breaks everywhere, and even serious moments of actually going over Wade's backstory. And they actually got everything on point. What's your favorite place to go shopping? The Game Guy store near me. I mean, seriously, they have amazing deals on shit. They even had a PS4 on sale for like $250 out of the box, but it was practically in new condition. What are your thoughts on YouTube's issues with its broken fair use policy? It's not the first time this has been an issue, and YouTube still neglects to do anything about it. It's frustrating to watch and embarrassing to see keep getting brushed over by YouTube itself. In some instances, I get it, but at the same time, the policies are too exploitable to not go unchecked. Which Pokemon game will you get from the eShop during Pokemon's 20th anniversary, red, blue, or yellow? Well, I can't exactly get them since I no longer own a 3DS. However, I probably picked Yellow just because I enjoyed Yellow so much when I first played it. Pikachu, you are just so amazing. Jeff Semerson asks, why do you exist? Well, you see, one night, my mom and dad loved each other very much and decided to make a very grave mistake that night. And that mistake was not pulling out. Months later, I pop out, cry like a bitch, and I look like a chunky chunk. What will it take to make you not do a commentary on a video besides it being old or somebody already commentating on it? Well, depends if I can find it, and even so, I don't think any of that should matter considering it's a rather shared consensus that even if the video is old or commentated on a lot, if it's still relevant to today and new input can be made on it, then there shouldn't be an issue with a commentary being done on it. A lot of reasons why a number of commentaries on bandwagons don't turn out that good is because some people just repeat what's already been said, and cool, you can reuse arguments on a video, but what's really the point when it was already said by someone else? If I need a reminder, then I just go to the person who worded it better, not look at the person just attempting to imitate the other guy. Any retired commentator slash ranter you would like to see make a comeback? Not really. Well, some people who have left I do like. If they don't want to come back, then I won't go all, please come back. I love you to see you come back, because that'd just be selfish. Jordan Carroll asks, favorite musical? Does Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame count? Favorite anime villain? Probably Shishio from Rurouni Kenshin. The guy is such a conniving bastard, and the best part is, he's practically escaped the arms of death despite being shot and burned alive. He survived all that, and raised his own army to attempt to take over Japan again. Plus, his sword can ignite on fire due to being coated in human body fat. It's pretty fucking jank. If you could travel to any country in the world, where would you go? To be honest, I'd go to Japan, not out of my need to express my need to be a weeaboo, but mainly because I'd like to see how manga is done up there so I can get some experience in myself. If Nintendo was to make a Smash 5, what newcomers would you want to see in it? Manoa. He is number one of who must be added. As for others, there's the previous that I mentioned in this Q&A, like Dust, Shantae, etc. J. Peacocks4 asks, have you ever played any of the Dot Hack games? No. I'm aware of them thanks to Project Cross Zone, but I don't know anything about the series other than the fact that it's a game that takes place within a computer world. I'm interested, but not exactly sure where to start. And I'm also told the anime is a horrible way to get into Dot Hack. Have you ever looked into Digimon? I did, actually. Funny story, I got introduced to Digimon because my dad found the show playing on television. He mistook it for Pokemon one day and told me, hey, Pokemon is airing. And I go downstairs and suddenly all these monsters I've never seen before on the screen. And I was wondering what Pokemon they were. Suddenly they started talking and I knew something was wrong. It took a while for me and my dad to realize it wasn't Pokemon, but something completely different. I personally like the original Digimon stuff more than the later Digimon seasons. My favorite was the Agumon line. What is your opinion on games such as Dark Souls and Bloodborne? They're good games if you want to challenge yourself, but if you're looking for a game to have a fun time, then you probably want to stay away from them. Unless you have fun with challenging gameplay, then by all means have fun dying. Dragon or werewolf? Are we really asking this right now? Fucking dragons, hello! Who do you think you are talking to? Night Combat asks, what kind of microphone do you use to record your voice? Well, I was hoping to have this Turtle Beach headset I just got to record my voice, but Windows 10 doesn't want to work with it, so I'm stuck with working with this crappy webcam mic and using noise removal to make the audio sound better. Did you ever give thought as pursuing your dream to become a manga artist? All the damn time, dude. I mean, that's why I keep drawing and I'm still working on writing books. Gotta start somewhere. Do you prefer Japanese or English dub of certain anime? Depends on the anime, really. Although I do reel towards mostly English dub for a lot of my anime. Shows I know I can't watch without English dub are Dragon Ball Z, Melancholies of Haruhi Suzumiya, High School of the Dead, Rurouni Kenshin, Rosario Plus Vampire, Pokemon Origins, Kirby Right Back at Ya, and I believe that's it. Shows I can't watch without Japanese dub are One Punch Man, because there is no English dub yet, Attack on Titan, Dead Man Wonderland, I think that's it. Some shows I don't care for either, like Naruto, I can tolerate it with either English or Japanese dubbed. Lorenzo humbly asks, 1. Does Twily suck ass? She probably does, but that's her business, not mine. 2. Does Twily suck dick? Well, when she grows older, perhaps. I mean, gotta procreate somehow, and I'm pretty sure she can't fuck herself, unless there's a magic spell to do just that, but I'm pretty sure that lead to Equestria After Dark fanfic that no one wants to see. Does Twily suck dinosaur nipples? Not sure why she'd want to suck on dino nipples. I mean, last I checked, horses can only make babies with horses. Unless it's a zebra. Twilight X Zecora confirmed. Because, Lorenzo, you turn anything into a meme. You turn memes into memes. Then you turn those into memes. You are literally the internet. Why does your shonen manga look like quality meme? Marshall Henshaw asks, 1. What did you come with the name Realm Wars? Originally, Realm Wars was going to be the name of the manga that I was working on. However, after hearing the name was already taken for a video game series I don't think anyone fucking knows about, I had to change the name, but my username still stuck with me because, well, I can't imagine myself being called anything else. Thoughts on Undertale? It's a great game. Memorable characters, great boss fights, very believable writing in terms of dialogue and direction, music is fantastic, and the gameplay is pretty fun. RPG meshed with some bullet hell minigames, it's a great concept and I like it. Love to see Toby Fox's next project, or whatever he may be working on, since Undertale isn't getting a sequel from what he stated. What's your favorite commentator? Not sure if I can say, because I like a bunch of commentators for specific reasons. I like Ryan for the humor he brings. I enjoy Haas because of how intellectually he sounds when he's ripping people apart. Caden has a combination of both, although I'd say he speaks a bit more simpler than Hobbs does, but that's more so in terms of vocabulary and not so much of... I'm just gonna stop there. Zarek has a funny asshole side to him, and TP is a pretty fucking princess. So, I can't really list any of them over each other, especially that sexy lady TP. Have you ever heard of Fluttershy259 and Spyscriber? Nope! MD Chaos asks, when will MD Chaos end the universe like Edion? When I can fucking leave it. You're not ending the universe until I can assure my own survival. What's been going on in life? Not much, just living the life as a scrub, college, vice president of a gaming club, private art lessons, passing gas purposefully, you know. Naruto's opening 4 or Naruto German opening? I'd have to say opening 4, just because the German opening, I'm sorry, but Sasuke really cool? We all know that's a bullshit lie. I came to watch TV to be entertained, not lied to. That's Donald Trump's job. Who's that fucker in the corner? I don't know who they are. Why, do you want to date him? Iconized Gentleman asks, why is Typhlosion so awesome? While Greninja is currently my new favorite Pokemon, Typhlosion still has a spot in my heart. For one, his design is awesome. Secondly, he has a great move pool. Eruption, Flamethrower, Lava Plume via Level Up, Earthquake, Fire Blast, Wild Charge via TM. Seriously, it can learn an electric move by TM. Fuck you, water types! And it can even learn Solar Beam by a TM. So Typhlosion has 2 powerful moves that can actually cause super effective damage against the type that he's weak against. Oh, and rock types? Oh, look at that crowd shake. You're so adorable, Typhlosion. Not to mention, this fucker got a base stat total of 534. That's pretty damn good. Why do you like Misao? Legit, she is such a well-written character. She brings great humor to the Rurouni Kenshin series and actually shows herself being an assertive figure. She will take charge if it requires someone to take the leader position. Not to mention, without Kenshin, he probably wouldn't have found a good place to stay on his trip back to Kyoto. I also really love her character design. Not only is she a very pretty lady, but that shinobi outfit is awesome to look at. Plus, she isn't a slacker either. She actually is capable of defending herself from people hired by Shishio, of all people. Of course, this is thanks to her own training under the Oniwaban group, making her a very good martial artist. On top of that, despite being depressed over Aoshi's betrayal and when she thought Okina died by Aoshi's hands, she stood back up and asserted herself as leader of the Oniwaban group because she couldn't stand seeing the group that she cherished all her life just die. She actually does possess the traits of a leader as well as the skills to back it up. Overall, Misao is a character I feel doesn't get enough credit for what she does. What games do you recommend from the Klonoa franchise? All of them, obviously, but that's probably a cheating answer. I'd say Lunity's Veil is a great game in the series, but it's not exactly a game that can be as appreciated unless you play the first game, Door to Phantomile. And if you actually can get your hands on the original PS1 release for a cheap price, then I say get that one over the remake on the Wii. Because the remake, while it's still a good game, just doesn't compare graphically to the original. Got any recommendations for a good romance anime? I don't watch too many romance animes. Not that I'm against the genre, it's just I haven't really seen anything from the genre. You can probably ask Scarlet Otaku, she probably knows some. Michael Schomer asks, what are your thoughts on Roaring Thunder Pursuit in Animation Rewind? RTP, I think, is a fucking dipshit, and I honestly don't know why anyone would even like him. He purposely hides information that would prove him wrong just to make other people look stupid, i.e. you and Kid Marks, and actually goes as far as to alter Death Battle episodes just so his favorite character can be seen winning the fight. He's reached a level of desperation that not even Teen Fighter Gohan would stoop to, and that's fucking sad. Fun fact, he recently messaged me on Skype saying hi, and the only thing that I could think of was, wait, I have this fucker on my contacts? As for Animation Rewind, I also think they're garbage. Funny enough, me and Waddles were thinking of doing a riff on their shit because it really is the poor man's version of Death Battle. Animation quality is garbage. The guy presenting the information makes everyone sound one-sided before the fight even begins. Oh, and the fact that Gohan was brought in to do research for them? Yeah, if having Akuma TH's bias assist with the official Death Battle is already a turn-off, then please, don't replicate that bullshit with Gohan's bias, especially since his bias is even worse than Akuma TH's. I don't even know how it's possible, but it is. Have you ever seen Madoka Magica or Fate Zero? No, I haven't seen either of them. I know of their existence and the characters in them, but never seen anything from them. I do think about getting invested in Fate Zero though, so what is it? Who is your favorite and least favorite Naruto character and why? Favorite, hands down, is Kushina. She's a lovable cinnamon bun. On top of that, she's one of the better written female characters as she actually holds her own very well, is very caring for her son even while she's on the verge of dying, and is actually a character that can have me wishing that she'd come back to life, just to see her baby boy. Least favorite is that fucking queerbag Danzo. Fuck this cockmunch and everything he stands for. Literally, 80% of the shit that goes wrong in the series starts with him. He's the reason Pain attacked the Fleet Village in the form of the Akatsuki. He's the reason Kabuto went rogue. He's the reason the Uchiha clan got destroyed. He shit-talked the 3rd Hokage and Jiraiya for allying with outside villages and raising a rogue shinobi, despite the fact that not only has he himself confronted other villages and made deals with them in private, and also allied himself with the same rogue shinobi Sarutobi unintentionally produced just to get the power to control Ninetales. Then he deserts the village during Pain's attack on the village just so he can assert himself as Hokage while Tsunade was in a comatose state making her look terrible. Oh, and then he tried to force all the villages into a united army with him as the ruler by manipulating a neutral party into agreeing with everything he said. Fuck Danzo. I am glad you died and never came back. Best you stay that way forever, you fucking sack of garbage.